because I want to keep supporting Lindsay Nikole, I picked like I'm trying to make it a thing where I pick like 5 of like one particular channel of like videos that I like. You know what I'm saying? I might not have 5 every single time, but I'll try to pick 5 if they have like 5 videos that I wanted to check out. And the next one, which I feel like is the best name for a history video, animals like history, like prehistory video, animals that are metal as fuck. I guess it don't matter if you curse anymore on YouTube, but it's still weird for me to like get it in my brain. Like I'm programmed now to like not curse on YouTube videos. But they said that you don't get in trouble anymore. But phenomenal video. Let's check it out. Oh, I freaking muted it, stupid.
When you think about the average favorite animal, your brain probably goes to something cute, fluffy, very squeezable things. Cats and
monkey,
bunnies and panda bears. But most animals don't fit
ooh,
that category.
I like pandas. What's another cool animal? The shoebill stork. Y'all see the shoebill stork? Bro, you want to see an actual, like, dinosaur that still, like, exists in modern day? Like, actually, though? This is the one bird, the one creature that deadass has me convinced that, yeah, velociraptors looked a lot more like birds than we were giving them credit. Velociraptors, like no doubt, we know for a fact that birds are like the closest things to the dinosaurs, to like T-Rexes and all that. But this thing has me convinced that, like, okay, yeah, I can see it now. I can see velociraptors being like like somewhere in between bird and lizard. Bro, it's bigger than the camera person! It's bigger than the freaking camera person! Bro! And that's how it speaks! It's just like click-clack in its freaking mouth! Sounds like it's like straight out of Compton.
Category. Some, rather than cute, are metal as fuck, as in very sick and cool, have superhero-like qualities, and make you question the true limits of what animals are capable of.
Oh, is that a bombardier beetle? We're playing Grounded right now. That's the one that like poops out like acid.
Animals are diverse. So today I want to focus on
those that fire acid out of its butt.
As fuck. So buckle up, because I have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
I guess we'll never know.
Metal as fuck.
Wait, how many was it? Damn it!
Animals come in a variety of shapes and sizes.
You think it's 10? It might be 11, just to mess with us.
In taxonomic groups, so I don't have a general information section to get out of the way. But I did figure out a way to categorize some of them as if they are weapons. Weapons are typically made out of metal, keeping in line with the metal as fuck theme of this video. But I want to clarify that I don't think combat and warfare are metal as fuck. They just objectively, typically include some sort of metal. The first category of
some might say war basically pushed metal evolution. To be completely honest with you, I feel like for the vast majority of history, metal was kind of useless until war happened. And then suddenly it's, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, like, we definitely started, you know, like, using it to make farm tools. But let's be honest, humans basically won the arms race the moment we picked up a rock and figured out we were able to throw it and knock people out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we basically figured out, like, what a rock throw? Bam! I just won, motherfucker! I win! Evolution, baby! Like, that was the end of it. Like, we won the evolutionary arms race the moment we figured out we could chuck a rock at something.
Animals is close combat.
Then we just got fancy with it. Then we got, you know, we figured out we could put the rock at the end of a stick. You know, we figured out that we could, like, make, you know, there was fancy rocks called metal rocks, you know, and then we found other fancy rocks called lead. And other fancy rocks that explode, and then we made, you know, I'm not gonna say the word, but we made ammunition, and, you know, and that basically just became a much fancier way of throwing rocks, okay? Let's be real.
Metal as fuck in a close range distance.
So, you know, just saying. You wanna talk about metal as fudge, humanity, baby.
The Iberian ribbed newt. An amphibian from, you guessed it, the Iberian Peninsula that can get to about a foot long.
Why does it look like that, though? Hold up.
Animals is close combat. Animals that are metal as fuck in a close range distance. Exhibit A.
That's the freaking, the shrimp, the mantis shrimp, one that punches. Bro, see, this is like, how is this not like Quagsire? Y'all remember, what's that one fool? Is it Quagsire? Oh yeah, absolutely. Bro, this is actually just Quagsire though. It absolutely is.
The Iberian ribbed newt, an amphibian from, you guessed it, the Iberian Peninsula that can get
Whoa.
to about a foot long. At first glance, this newt looks basic, nothing to write home about, but your eyes deceive you once again.
Nonsense.
This
Look at his
newt
pose.
has blades.
It's got blades? Hold on a minute, forget the blades, bro. Look, just
Guessed
look at
it,
him.
The Iberian Peninsula that can get to.
Bro looks like he's freaking ready to go. He looks like he's ready to go, dude. Look at him. He's like, let's go. You're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me. What? Race me to that tree. I bet you won't win. I bet I win. Let's go. Race me to that tree. Like, he looks ready to freaking go.
About a foot long. At first glance, this newt looks basic, nothing to write home about, but your eyes deceive you once again, because this newt has blades that rip through its skin as defense. Those blades, they're ribs. They rotate their ribs forward and out and pap, rip through venomous glands in their skin, creating built-in, certified, lethal weapons. This is
The hell? Their freaking ribs are their weapons? Oh, it's like,
quite alarming. I know. How could anybody see this coming?
So these little ribs right here just poke out with venom at the end. Or I guess like the little skin has like little venom pockets. And it like pokes through. And like freaking envenoms whatever the hell it stabs. That is freaking metal as hell. It reminds me of freaking, I forget what the hell they're called, but like, there was like
Coming. Well, the newt's secret.
The dinosaurs
weapons are
that, like,
totally
hit you with
different.
the
They have
side of the
these
tail?
rows of orange spots running down the side of their body. Those are where the ribs come out. where
Some
the
of those
toxic
also had,
substance
like,
is
spikes
stored.
on the
And
side
ribs
of their-
aren't
their,
coming
like,
out of pores,
shoulders and
they're
stuff.
ripping the skin each time. Ripping it. Boom. Venom. Boom. Toxic meal. Imagine picking up one of these newts for a quick snack. Pop it in your mouth. Boom. Turns into what probably feels like a fucking sea urchin. Then you've got a mouthful of venom and some of it probably seeping into wounds. That would suck. Probably make you want to spit it out. First, back to the fact that they rip the skin each time. You might be
Probably. It's like when you eat a fish and you, like, accidentally bite into a fish bone and you like, ow.
thinking, how is this not a honeybee scenario where they die after they use their weapon? The answer is amphibians are weird as fuck. They can regenerate to shit. And quickly. Amphibians can often regenerate limbs,
I mean, yeah, that's just a cheat code.
parts of their brain, and even some organs. So in the case of the rib-ripping newts, this means very little chance of getting an
They
infection.
can regenerate
Very
parts of
solid
their
chance
brain
of
as
being
well?
able to
What
do
the
this over
fudge?
and over and over again, so long as the defense actually works. I want to give a quick shout out to this article I found called "Newts Use Ribs as Lethal Weapons" in all caps. And the picture that goes
Oh, okay, that's why you shouted into my ear like that? Freaking blasted my damn eardrums? Thank you, appreciate that. You know, y'all lucky I lowered it for y'all, chat.
along with it. This is sick. This is a
That
sick
freaking
scientific
annihilated
article.
me.
It also added that along with the fact that the newts can heal their wounds quickly, the ribs are also coated in a thick, kind of nourishing layer that probably also protects them from infections. Very badass, very metal as fuck. Some may say similar to Wolverine, until you meet the Wolverine frog. Yes, another amphibian, and this one is even more like Wolverine. Actually, extremely on the nose. Blades in the hands, which are actually, you guessed it, they're bones. Not just any bones, broken bones. They break their bones, rip them out of the skin, and boom, Wolverine.
Oh, they actually literally... Oh, I've seen this frog!
They can scratch their enemies to a deep degree. Also, when they're ready to mate, males become hairy, or seemingly hairy, which is extremely Wolverine. Not hairy.
Bro, they grow a freaking beard! You got a manscaping frog!
Is not actually hair, though, due to the fact that they are amphibians. No. Instead, those hair-like projections are extremely long strands of flesh filled with blood vessels and are used to collect more
Ew, yuck.
oxygen through their skin while they watch over their developing children. Don't have to go up for air as much. Very convenient when you have tens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of children you're responsible for. I also realized as I'm saying this that maybe Wolverine is based on the Wolverine frog. Probably not. Sometimes
I mean, maybe, but to be fair, that makes me start to wonder, like, if it was a good idea for that one fool that like raised an army of frogs. Remember? Then he like released them all.
I say stuff and then there's comments that are like, oh, well, it was actually based off this character. and I don't know shit like that. So I don't think Wolverine was based off this frog. I think it's just a coincidence, but maybe it was. Maybe if somebody could clarify in the comments, that would be very appreciated. Back to the bones and how they go about breaking them. Inside of their toes, the tips of the terminal phalanges are not...
I think Wolverine's based off of a Canadian.
fused to the rest of the toe skeleton. So, when threatened, the frog contracts muscles in its feet, and the blades break free from these nodules they're attached to and rip through the skin of its toe pads. This defense is unexpected, so effective. Early reports of handling them in the 1950s mentioned deep bleeding wounds on the researchers. That's
Damn.
to a human being. Imagine how much they could fuck up a predatory bird. After the threat has been eliminated, the Wolverine frog's...
I'm gonna be real. I've seen how humans act. It's a little bit more impressive if they do that to an animal. It's not that impressive to injure a human being. Humans be accidentally doing stupid shit all the time.
bone blades go back into their original place. And as you would expect from an amphibian, the skin and connection to the nodules are healed very quickly via regeneration. They are totally cool and totally metal as fuck. Now we're moving away from close combat into more long-range combat, relatively long-range combat, starting off with the horned lizard, found in deserts in North America. There's about 20 species.
Is that the same as the bearded dragon?
And many of them have a very sick defense. They squirt blood out of their eyes.
Oh, I thought that was the bearded dragon that did that.
Can't get more metal than that. So, horned lizards have blood filling their sinuses all around their eyes. So when they get threatened, they restrict blood flow from the head, which increases the pressure in these sinuses until the tiny vessels burst, releasing a stream of blood. Somehow they have very
Yeah, they have a freaking, it's like water gun, but like, you know, like in Pokemon, it's like if a lizard could use water gun, but it was called red water gun. Yuck.
accurate aim. They can squirt blood up to 5 feet away and are able to target the mouths and eyes of their attackers. And this is not just a...
What? So what do they? So they just like give the freaking animal AIDS? What the hell is the point of shooting blood in their mouth? Or does it like taste really bad?
sick, disgusting prank. The blood is toxic. Yeah, it turns out the
it is
a very large amount of venomous ants. Their digestive system is adapted to neutralize the ants' venom so they don't get hurt, but then they're able to take it a step further and incorporate the venom into their blood. Kind of like the aeolid.
Oh, that's interesting, because I feel like most creatures, whenever they're toxic, they'll like make it a big deal to show off their colors. Like go ahead, bite me, see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Nudibranchs to some degree, literally spraying venomous blood out of their eyes. That is unfathomably metal. They're so metal,
It definitely is. It's definitely another unique way to like use venom. But you see, the thing about that is like, what is the old saying? If you bite it and you unalive, it's poisonous. But if it bites you and you unalive, then it's venomous. Alright, but what about if it shoots its own blood into your mouth? Like, is that poisonous or venomous at that point? Like, because she's saying venomous, right? But it's like, but technically you're eating the blood, right? So isn't that poisonous?
alkali. Chemists, let me know if that makes sense in the comments, because I think alkali is like the most metal.
You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like the best, like, this is the Hannah Montana of lizards. It's the best of both worlds.
Metal. So I think that makes sense in terms of chemistry and chemical.
Oh, bro, potassium. I almost died because I didn't have enough of that one time.
Elements. All right, the next one on the list is kind of in the same...
It's the Bombadillo!
long-range combat category, I guess, but also combined with explosives.
Bombardier Beetle!
Let me introduce you to the Bombardier Beetle.
Let's go! It's in Grounded, bro. Freaking hate this guy. He freaking causes you to burn.
Boiling toxic chemical compounds inside of their bodies and project them out at their enemies, literally shitting out explosives as defense. Let me break it down. So at any
It's a
typical
boiling
moment,
hot
the
water
Bombardier
gun.
Beetle has 2 reservoirs of
Water force multiplier is what I meant to say, YouTube. So you totally didn't hear that. Like, actually, they have a water force multiplier.
chemicals in their abdomen. One contains hydroquinone, and the other
Sphincter muscle is just a fancy word for booty muscle.
contains hydrogen peroxide. On their own, fine. When threatened, these chemicals get mixed together in a reaction chamber inside of their bodies and create a superheated mixture of benzoquinone, a pungent and poisonous chemical compound. We all had that chemistry teacher in high school that wasn't all there and would make insane little explosions in their beakers. Actually, probably not all.
Oh, bro, not only did I have that teacher, one time, this freaking, like, kid This freaking kid in our class thought it would be so funny to like pop a freaking a fart bomb in class and then chuck it across the room. And he was like, haha, like the prank, right? It was a prank, funny prank. But the scientist, the chemistry teacher, was like, oh, you think it's funny? Okay. So he went and he shut all the windows and he shut all the doors. And he's just like, we're gonna sit here and we're all gonna suffer with the smell. He's like, I don't care. I'm a chemist. I smell these terrible smelling chemicals all day, every day and night. Bro, let me tell you something. Afterwards, nobody ratted nobody out. Somebody got their their ass whooped in the playground. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Alright, somebody got their ass whooped in the playground later that day. This was in middle school. Oh my goodness, bro. Good lord.
Because of all the fucking
nobody. There ain't no rats, right? But there were some people that knew who did it, and they were not happy about having to sit for an actual 30 minutes of just pure smelly as hell torture, bro.
Explosions. But
it was like a Dutch oven in there, bro, in the California heat.
Two liquids. We get all pressurized and freak out. That's exactly what happens inside the bodies of the bombardier beetles. And that pressure forces the liquid out of the venous exit, i.e. a valve, at the tip of their abdomen, with a popping sound.
Some people might say bombardillo bitibillo.
In a pulsating jet that can reach up to 22 miles per hour. It's a pulsating jet rather than a long stream, so the reaction chamber can cool off, and the beetle doesn't.
It poops. It farts hot acid water at you.
Fucking combust in the process. This one, I think, feels harder to imagine in an evolutionary context. How the fuck did this happen? Well, as I've said many times, and will say many times more, there are a shit ton of beetles. Over 350,000 species of beetles that we know of, and they make up about...
They're insane. There's so freaking many beetles, dude.
About 25% of all animal species. All animal species, dude. So, with that much diversity in just one group, it's not surprising that some of them just went totally sci-fi. Tons of beetles have chemical defenses. I've mentioned my experience with blister beetles. They'll spray you with this liquid that will leave blisters on you for weeks. Some ground beetles do this thing called reflex bleeding, where toxic liquid seeps out of their legs when threatened. Other beetles have other toxic liquid.
Bro, it'll actually leave you with blisters. How hot it is? Damn.
That seep out of other parts of their body. Beetles have been all about toxic liquids and seeping toxic liquids.
I know that there's one that's called the domino beetle. That's freaking insane too. I think it was the polka dot beetle or the domino beetle, something like that.
Very long time. So those chemical compounds have been part of the beetle lineage for millions of years. And that's what led to these particular chemicals being able to be combined and react in the bombardier beetles' bodies. Bombardier beetles' bodies. Bombardier beetles' bodies. If you think about it, all the beetles need is
real
the
tongue
presence
twister
or development of the chemicals and the ability to not be harmed by them. The chemical reaction and explosion and pressure is what would happen between these chemicals in whatever environment they get combined in. So if it's in a body, it gets combined in a body. Just gotta make sure the body can deal with it. Am I making any sense? And as you would expect, this defense works one.
I wonder, if it wasn't for the exoskeleton, would it be impossible for something to, because we're mammals, right? We don't got an exoskeleton. We have an internal skeleton. Some might call it an endoskeleton. In which case, is it a situation where it's impossible for us to be able to do something like that because we would effectively be boiling our own skin? Whereas with these bugs, it's it's being mixed together in his body, but right at the butthole, right? Right at the very entrance or the exit. So it's really the only thing it's hitting itself is its own exoskeleton.
They can spray the liquid up to about 20 times before running out of fuel. And with the right-sized predator, that is a lethal attack. A toad, perhaps. A study back in 2018 found that bombardier beetles that are swallowed by toads have almost a 50% survival rate because the toads turn their stomachs inside out, throw up the beetles when they realize.
Damn, they can actually turn their stomachs inside out? That's insane. So even if they power through it and get it down, the beetle's screw it, I'm just gonna keep going. It's not gonna stop.
What they've done. All in all, a very cool beetle. Now we're moving on to a new category. Still kind of in a warfare context, but more of a war crime. Allow me to introduce you to the shrike, a type of songbird found all over the world. I know. This seems like such a simple little guy. Don't be fooled by those chubby cheeks.
Hold on, the Shrike, is that the one that, like, impales things?
This bird is barbaric. They skewer their prey
Yep.
with thorns, branches, or barbed wire in order to take down prey seemingly larger than possible, earning them the nickname butcher birds. Like I said, they're very unassuming. They look like a simple, typical songbird.
Listen, it might look barbaric, but they actually, like, when they say butcher bird, they actually do be treating it like a butcher shop. Like, they're actually incredibly, like, incredibly organized and clean.
Big heads, but very small overall. Very cute. There's one feature that hints at their sinister ways. Those black mask markings over their eyes. Likely to reduce glare in their eyes while hunting, but also identifies them as sly criminals. Another thing they have is hooked bills, similar to birds of prey.
Like a bandito. Like the classic, black and white striped criminals, you know what I'm saying?
Birds they strive to be, like the whole lion inside every house cat thing. Birds of prey are much more equipped to take down their kills. They have those sharp talons to grasp and immobilize.
Bro, look at the freaking texture on the feet, though. The more you look at birds, the scarier they are, bro.
The Shrike could only dream of talent. So instead, in order to achieve their dreams of being one of the greats, they use sharp objects. Impaling has the dual purpose of grasping and immobilizing things, like talons, but it also creates a supply of food for later on. No need to eat it now. The kebab is probably not going anywhere. As long as they have access to a sharp object, they can take down anything they can get skewered onto it. Insects, other vertebrates, even other birds. In the most extreme case,
they really go after other birds too? That's so brutal. Or is it more like they found a bird that's been unalived by other means, and so they sort of they were like, you know what? What's the point in letting it go to waste? Is that like their method of attack too? Like maybe for insects, I just have a hard time seeing them doing that to lizards.
This is ducks and pigeons.
Or like, do they deal with them separately and then impale them?
This little guy is taking down ducks and pigeons. That's metal as fuck. But of course you
really?
have to have skill to impale something if you're a tiny bird. The way they do it is by grasping their prey by the neck with their hooked beak, pinch the spinal cord to paralyze them, and shake them violently with the power of up to 6 G-forces. Enough to break the neck of small rodents. Then, the prey is fucked. Nowhere to go. Obviously, they're paralyzed. That's when they get skewered. To me, this is sick and metal as fuck. Not only is this tiny bird capable of much more than you'd expect, but they're also using tools. And any animal that uses tools is cool. I like this bird a lot. I like how small they are and also how they look. Actually, I guess they kind of...
Oh, okay. The freaking tiny little bird starts to butcher creatures and stick them on hooks, and he's cute, adorable, and metal. I do it, and I'm a psychopath that just belongs in jail.
Look like the tiny orcas of the bird world. Maybe they're orcas reincarnated as tiny birds. The last one on the list is metal as fuck in a totally different way. In a truly literal way. Meet the volcano snail. A mollusk that lives near hydrothermal vents and builds its shell.
Bro, I completely forgot about this creature. I've heard about them, but I thought they were only like in underwater volcanoes. Are they also on top?
Tiny birds.
Like in above ground volcanoes?
Is fuck in a
above
totally
water?
different way. In a truly literal way. Meet the volcano snail. A mollusk that lives near hydrothermal vents and builds its shell out of iron. Literally metal as fuck. The snail was first found back in 2000.
Dude, even I'm sure it's probably like one of those things where it's like, no, don't touch it. It's not, the ecosystem and whatnot. I would love to have a freaking snail shell made out of metal, bro.
2001 at the first
on display here at home, that'll be sick.
As you probably know, hydrothermal vents have all sorts of minerals spewing out of them. It's probably where life originated, and life still exists there today. Organisms near the vents use these minerals to survive. It's the only way how. It's the fucking deep sea. But this snail was different. The iron shell was a shock, and it became a sensation immediately, like a 6-year-old who can play piano on the Ellen Show. It had hundreds of these scale-shaped exoskeletal structures made of iron sulfides all over its foot. That big fleshy part they use to move around. Same function as our foot, locomotion, in a very different font. Its shell was made of these same iron sulfides, making it the first and only animal to use iron in its skeleton that we know of. Most animals with shells and exoskeletons in the ocean use calcium carbonate to get it done. Calcium and carbonate ions are all over the place. Easy to extract, easy to use, seemingly unlimited supply. So it's not crazy that an animal would use a different material that's abundant in their unusual environment. Iron.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause like on top of that, there just wouldn't be a lot of competition for the same resource.
Which makes this animal
Earn,
a certified metal as fuck free. And that was the last one on the list. I hope you enjoyed it. Just so you know, to keep you up to date, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of redecorating. Not too much. I'm gonna be moving this to a different wall. So I think I'm gonna keep the same thing going on. I like the plant over there. I'm probably gonna put the base back if it fits. I'm gonna keep the big whiteboard. I'm gonna keep all this stuff too. But if you have any suggestions on maybe some things that you would like to see me add to my backdrop, let me know. I wanna figure out how to put up the
Bro, those air plants are wild, bro. I don't know how the hell they do what they do.
Smilodon skull somewhere, but it might just like not look right on camera, you know? It might have to be like here, and obviously you can't go there because of the whiteboard or the picture frame, whatever. I'm not gonna be using this microphone anymore because somebody, my editor, wants me to use a different type of mic. So I gotta figure that out, which kind of sucks because I've gotten used to it. But I'll get
Wait, why? She's not like a cool Yeti. What's the difference?
used to this one. It's fine. This will probably be the same, but just in a slightly different area because it's going to a slightly
Is it not a
different
condenser
wall.
mic?
It's the era of redecorating. So, I will see you then. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the first episode of the history of cats that we know of. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but that's the general gist. It's the history of cats that we know of. That's coming out next week, I think. Keep up with behind-the-scenes content and live streams on Patreon, where we also have a Discord server. And for now, stay curious. The world has a lot for us to learn. See ya!
Another fabulous, phenomenal video by Lindsay Nikole. Bro, I completely forgot about the freaking iron snails. But yeah, they live at the bottom of the ocean. I fully, I wonder if there are any on land, though. That'd be crazy. But, like, it's got, like scales. It looks like freaking plate armor, bro. It's freaking sick. Absolutely go and drop Lindsay a like. Go drop her a sub, a comment, all that good stuff to show the algorithm that you like the video. Ayoo, Monodachi! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Saru!